We've got the 69 Dino isolated in the showroom to give you a thorough walk around. And I think the first thing that comes to mind truly is the quality of the paintwork on the car. So that's where we're going to start with the overview. As much as sometimes we will complain about our showroom lighting, they do a phenomenal job of actually helping us point out any flaws. For how they trace the paint on these cars and how you can really highlight any individual part of the paint by using the reflection of the lights, any imperfections jump out at you, anything at all. Truly some of the cleanest paintwork I think we've seen in years. Again, using the showroom lights to really get a hold of anything you might see in the paint. It's truly stunning work. Starting up top, the glass is in fantastic shape. No delamination, no issues in the glass, really no complaints there at all. It's rather an easy one. We'll just move our way down to the nose and go from there. Tony mentioned specifically you were asking about marks at the front bumper and underneath on the chin. So we'll just start right there. From the chin spoiler up, you can see the paint is in as good condition underneath as it is up top. The chin spoiler itself has caught a couple small marks in it. Nothing egregious, nothing hateful. The lower grills are in great shape, a couple small rock chips in the paint, but nothing bad. Same with the upper grill up here, a couple small rock chips. If you get really close to it, you can see a few. But the aluminum looks good, the hardware even looks right. It is turned correctly. All the bright work is straight and in very nice condition as well. Along with the impact strips and all the rubber. It's exactly as it should look. Same with the light visors. The hardware looks right. Everything's good. There's no stress fractures here. Usually that's where you're going to see some wear. You may also see occasional wear around these small tabs. It's from people improperly trying to pull them out and moving them up or down rather than pulling them straight out. And I point that out just to say that they're in great condition on this one. It's just cool, the old badge work. Just something fun to point out and how detailed it is. But good cars. Moving around to the driver's side of the car, you can focus on the full fender, any body lines, panel gaps, any wear on the inside, the fender liner itself. And as anticipated, everything's where it should be. Same with the wheel. Right specs, right stamping. Bring the lens back a little bit. You know, from a top-down view on a walk around, the next thing you probably do look at after paint, after bright work, is panel gap itself. I'm gonna dare say this one's about as ideal as it's gonna get. back to the engine compartment. Everything's uniform, everything fits nicely, no rub marks anywhere. It's still a Ferrari. Make no mistake, your panel gap is never going to be ideally perfect. It's not built by machines. It's not built to millimeters of spec. It's artwork. Moving back to the close-ups. The bright work around the windscreen shows just some minor pitting here. See if I can get the camera to focus. There it is. Minor pitting and scratches in it. I mean, ever so slightly. Which is nice. It's nice to see some originality. Also, where the wiper arms articulate, there's just little scratches from wear and use over the years. Don't know if you can see that. And then top of the windshield trim right here, more pitting and a slight rub mark just from age. Your weather stripping's in great shape. I actually like seeing a little bit of the wear on the bright work. To me, that's just a little bit of personality and age rather than being something that's a recreation, we'll say. There's a slight ding right there in the bright work. All the glass and everything else looks good. If we're reversing the angle, you're actually catching that part of the door, the back side of the mirror, and then around the rear window frame. I'll say it's nice seeing the rubber work back here on the weather stripping. Usually that'll crimp if it's installed improperly right here. You know, it'll buckle. And it's tough to get that right, and someone's done a great job on install on this. Same on this side. There's no crimping. There's no buckling of the weather stripping. Even along the bottom down here, it all looks like it should. A little bit of debris there, we'll get off. There, that little piece of leaf was sitting there. On this side, same thing, the bright work, the hardware that holds it in, the weather stripping, everything's done correctly. It's a tough job for a lot of people. To the cabin itself, door jambs are all in great shape. Obviously the quality paint job runs through to the details you wouldn't normally see. And trim work, detail work, and hardware all looks as good inside as it does on the outside. Small handle here in the door card. It's not loose, nothing rattles, everything's affixed nicely. Again, seals and weather stripping are all in nice shape. Carpets, wiring details, everything looks good. The seat retrim is exceptionally nice on this one too. Get the camera back in the crevices for you, show everything interesting going on. I have no complaints in the cabin of this one at all. And I'm trying to be particular, knowing that you're looking for me to point out any flaws. Dashboard's in great shape, pillars, that's another one. And I think you know this being a Dino owner, but so many times you'll see this trim start to lift a little bit, or this hardware not be right. And it really is just done the right way. You point out, there we go. Oh, there's one right there. There's the smallest blemish on the inside of the visor. So I can no longer say it is a perfect 100% car as a result of that. It's always worth looking at the dials, the gauge cluster as a whole, the same trim work and any of the finishing bright work around the gauges and dials. And in trying to move the camera, I'm trying to actually show the finish in the glass in front of the dial, not just the gauge itself. It's all in great shape. No fading, no pitting, no delamination issues, no dust trapped, just looks right. Leather work down through here also looks fantastic. No lifting, no edges coming up, nothing peeling. None of the stitching is fraying. That's something I'd want to know if I were looking at this car. Let's see. Pull you back. Sorry, it's a little cloudy, but that's just dark and my camera is trying to adjust. But I want to show the glove box to make sure we're as thorough as possible. The door shut is that easy. It needs no more pressure put on it other than that. Move around to the passenger side and give you the exact same view. Same story with the weather stripping on this side. Everything looks good, hardware looks good, install looks good. Leather work, AC plumbing is tucked nicely. The AC does work nicely in this car, by the way. This is not one of those that's for show, it's not antiquated and doesn't work anymore. This is what you want when you think of AC in a classic. Texture looks good back here. This crevice, so you can see the detail work there. And obviously the paint work just carries through the car. It's exceptional quality. Trim work on the door. Weather stripping, everything looks good. Headliner and give you full view. Also, the stitch work on this car is done phenomenally well. Fascinating. Give a nice top-down view on it. Get more of the details for you. There really aren't a whole lot of flaws to point out on the car for you, and I guess that's a good thing for us. I just want to be sure we're being as thorough as possible for you. First thing we'll look at is the actual hinge mount, make sure all that's intact, and it is. Everything looks nice, no strange pooling, no weird runs. Same story on the hardware in this car. It just looks great top to bottom, inside and out. Run around the paintwork on this too, to show you that the edges aren't showing any weird scuffs. No scratches. No weird nicks. If you're seeing reflection like that in the lens, that's just the lights in the showroom. That is actually not there, and that's grabbing reflection from the trim itself. Lift that up, please. Bring it back down. It does latch back in. Let's see. And we can also release the trunk and show you how this looks. Same story here. Start with the hardware. Then look at the weather stripping, make sure all that works. Then you check the paint and the finishing in the areas people usually wouldn't see it to make sure corners weren't cut. It's a proper car. Everything's been done that it should have been. Obviously, plastic cover we've been using to keep dust off of it, toolkit, manuals, the rear tag that was on the car, a car cover. And this, you just lift up, bring back down, and shut. Hopefully that gives you a fair idea so far.